Hi, it's Kathy. It's good to see everybody again. I am continuing my placement at an agency that services vulnerable youth in the state of New Jersey. These are youth who are considered at risk because of homelessness, instability in support at home, issues related to LGBTQ+, gang violence. A couple of our youth are justice involved. And the two group homes which I work out of, our mission is to prepare the youth to transition out of essentially, I guess, state care. Most of them will either be transitioning to a independent living environment or transitioning to something that is more of a transitional care thing, depending on what their particular needs are, based on any sort of cognitive or intellectual disabilities that they may have. I run a couple of groups a week, and I have one individual resident with whom I conduct weekly therapy sessions to help him to reach both the goals that he sets and the goals that kind of we have together for our time in therapy. I love everything about it. This agency and the mission and the people are the most incredible group of individuals, I think, whom I've ever had the opportunity to work with. It is amazing the work that they do, the professionalism they show, and the love that they really have for the youth and for one another. It is such a privilege. I guess the thing that I enjoy the most is just getting to interact with the youth. It's great to do it in a group. It's great to do it in individual sessions. It's awesome when a kid comes up and says, hey, I have something, that's bothering me. Can we talk? And one of the really great things is just being with them in the home, because these are actual houses. So, we spend time cooking together, and we watch TV together. And I think that that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, because for some of them, it gives them a sense of family that they might not have had. So I kind of feel like when they leave, they're going to have these memories to look back on, of feeling safe and of feeling supported and of feeling loved. And I think that other than skills and resources, that might be one of the greatest things that youth can walk out of an agency like ours with. One of the greatest challenges, I think, has been resistant youth. These are kids who have regularly been disappointed by people and also systems in their lives. So they tend to be very resistant to anything new. They are not necessarily always open to discussing things. It's hard to convince them, and this is true of all adolescents. I don't think it's unique to this particular group, that even though they've heard of something and maybe they've practiced something, it doesn't mean that they're experts in it yet. And I think that has been one of the greatest challenges, is sort of selling them on the idea that practice makes perfect. And until you can do something in a crisis situation, you haven't really, quote unquote, mastered it, just because you can define something for me, like what a healthy relationship is. Sometimes it's like just ticking off boxes, and the youth look at you like, okay, I told you everything you told me, so boom, we're done. So that kind of has been a challenge of just, finding a way to be persistent without being overbearing and without alienating them, and being able to build the kind of trusting relationship where I can say, yes, we've talked about this, and we need to talk about it more or differently. So like I said, I think that's really been the toughest part. What have I learned about myself? I have learned to become better at, I don't want to say conflict, because I'm not good at conflict, and conflict doesn't work at all in a situation. But I have learned to push past my own tendency to want to ease off when somebody pushes back gently, when I know that it is in their best interest. I've learned that I can, in fact, do that. That even though it doesn't always feel comfortable to me, that it's something that I need to do and something I'm becoming better at. And in many respects, it's something that I can share with the youth. If we kind of come up against a wall and, one of the youth is like, I don't really want to talk about this. But if it's something that we absolutely have to talk about, I've reached a point where I can say, you know what, I feel a little uncomfortable pushing you, and I know that we need to do this. We need to talk about this. We can't wait till next session. We can't brush it under the rug. So how about we be uncomfortable together? I really think that is something that I've really learned, is how to embrace the discomfort of moving beyond what I typically do, or of kind of making myself do something that is out of my norm, in the interest of learning, and in the interest of becoming better, in the interest of being able to even just sit with my own vulnerability and discomfort. So really, I think that's probably one of the greatest things that I've learned about myself. Thanks. I look forward to a great semester, and I really hope that all of you are having as amazing an opportunity and as amazing an internship as I am. Thanks. Bye.